Hi friends, thank you so much for coming to watch this episode, and I really hope that you enjoy it. It's a different one. It's a different format, but I hope it makes you happy. Welcome to Misunderstood. This is the third video, and I apologize for taking so long to put out content. I don't know whether it's an excuse, but this video will shed a bit of light as to why I've taken some time. I appreciate all of you. I love all of you, and I thank you so much for engaging me and reaching out and just sharing your hearts and just letting me know where you are, what the video meant to you. I kid you not, those things go a long way for me, and I appreciate every one of you. By the way, it's not a lie. I really enjoy when people DM and ask if they can talk and they share a concern. And I may not have all the answers, but I appreciate the fact that you trust me enough to confide in me, and I hope that by my responding to you that you feel a sense of togetherness. I've shared this over and over again, and I don't think I'll ever stop, is that it's so scary, it's so tiresome, it's so fearful to go through life thinking that you're doing it alone because you can't see, you're stuck. And for me, that's the one thing I wanted to demystify using this platform, is that life is so much better when you do it alone. Over the last 2 weeks, I've been going through a lot as a person. And sometimes it's hard to believe, because we put out pictures, we put out stories, we laugh, we have so many mixed emotions. But for the last 2 weeks, I've been fighting with myself a lot. And that's why this video format is a bit different, because I wanted, in as much as I'm a believer in pleasurable content that makes us happy, makes us laugh, I really believe in sharing honestly. And to be honest, I'm very, 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 very nervous about this video, because this is me putting myself out. It's not engaging with people differently. It's me telling you where I have been and hoping that my lessons in that season will encourage you. Over the last 2 weeks, I've been fighting with myself so badly. And I say this because I've been having a lot of anxious moments when you feel like the uncertainty is looking like a reality, when I've been feeling like, I'm feeling defeated, and there have been many triggers for me, because 2020 was to be for me a very different year. I had great plans, and I think not too long ago I shared on my social media platforms actually how one Sunday morning I woke up and I was on top of my bed and I was feeling so drained and so afraid, because I felt like, hey, my goodness, it's not working. I'm stuck, and in as much as I'm going about life, I'm not very okay. I didn't know how serious this was until I posted it, and so many guys were like, guys, that's me, even me, I'm anxious, why? I'm going through it, I'm feeling this way. And as much as it's easy to conclude a post and say, be strong, be encouraged, be courageous, it doesn't necessarily mean that your anxiety has been solved by that message. You just feel encouraged. And for me, that's what I wanted to do, just encourage a few people. And so I hope this video does that for you. As I said earlier, I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety, and it's about some personal stuff, but also a lot about my stuff, because as a person, I believe so much in achieving my desires. Like, I want this, by the way, and I want it, and if I don't achieve it, I feel some type of way. I feel defeated. I feel it's not working, and that's hurt me in many ways, because when my expectations are not met, I feel like, oh man, I messed up. I've really messed up. Today's video features two ladies that I really love, and in many ways encourage and inspire me. This is Njiru. Shout out to you, sister friend. Shiro is she's a lovely soul. She, contrary to what you believe or what you think or what you see, or what you hear about her, Wanjiru is a very centered person. And even in her moments of imbalance, I think one thing I've learned from her is finding a way to release. And I don't know, I hope her video to you will encourage you. Another lady I featured here is Just Ivy. You guys know Ivy, you guys know Ivy, not Just Ivy. You guys know Ivy as Just Ivy on Instagram and as Ivy on Over 25. I've known Ivy by extension because of my elder sister, Nyakabi. They were in high school together, and I've always felt like, to some extent, and I could be wrong, but this is really for me, but Ivy really, really encourages me. She's bold about what she believes in, and she doesn't shy from speaking up. And so I just want to appreciate them even as we watch their videos, and just hear from them. Thank you, ladies. To be honest, you made this a very bearable conversation, and I am forever indebted to you. So welcome to Misunderstood. Today's episode is called, I don't know, I guess I'm anxious. So karibuni sana.
Hey Vera, hey Misunderstood. First of all, I haven't seen you in so long, Vera. Are we drifting? Is this how it all ends? I mean, it's very unceremonial. We should have a cup of coffee to end this if this is really how it ends. Anyway, Vera asked me to share what I think of when I hear the word anxiety. And when I hear the word anxiety, what comes to my mind instantly is stagnation. Now, I have been caught up in moments where I've stagnated in life or have zero grazed in a certain area because anxiety and by extension fear has held me back and has forced me to stay around the same place over and over again in my career, in my relationship, transitioning from one space to the other, natural progression of life, school-wise. So I found that every time I let anxiety control me, more often than not, I will just stagnate in the same place. And every time I catch myself in that place, I've tried to surround myself with conversations and information that helps you to overcome anxiety, because at least I think you never overcome anxiety totally 100%, at least from the people that I've interacted with. It's something that you live with and you know how to navigate around it. So you know that maybe I'm in a period in my life where I'm feeling very anxious, probably about my career, about the next step, or about my relationship, about the next step. But what helps is just to do it, and to do it afraid, either way. To allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling, and also to allow yourself to still do it regardless of how you're feeling. So at least that has helped me deal with stagnation that is caused by my anxiety and my fears.
Isn't that so powerful? I really like that, because I relate with you on 100 level, 1,000, a million, umpteenth levels about stagnation. I think this is so true of us all, that we have every time we feel like it's slowing down or it's not going at the pace we want. Oh my goodness, that, I don't know for you guys, but for me, that makes me so anxious, because I start to feel like, am I the one with the wrong working formula? What's going on? Something isn't right. Thank you, Shiro. That's so powerful. And we are not drifting. It's been 3 texts since we last spoke. So cool down, sister friend. Cool down. But thank you so much for that. And I know many of you guys, in fact, if I'm being very honest, ata mimi, the reason why I had one of those anxious moments that I felt so stagnant. I feel like, and I want to blame the year that has been, because I want to say that the year hasn't gone the year hasn't gone the way I had planned it. And that's so scary, because I start to feel like, my goodness, I'm moving, but I'm not moving the way I wanted to. That's sad. And I think as a solution, maybe not even a solution, just a way to calm the nerves is, I don't know. I think I think one of my friends, if I'm not wrong, told me this a while ago. Is in life, plan A may be very scary and maybe your desire, but plan B and C should always cover when plan A is not working. And so even as you map out your desires, map out plan A will do A, B, C, D. Be wild, audacious, be go all out, But in the case that doesn't work, I will succeed when B, plan B now. Just draw out everything that you're going through, everything that you want to happen as an alternative if plan A doesn't work. And sometimes that sounds like you are giving faith an option, but it's not necessarily true. It's that in this year, maybe you are meant to travel to, I don't know, maybe you're meant to go to Europe this year. And it's not, I mean, COVID came and the whole world was just closed. And so you couldn't travel as much. But plan B could be that I'll go on a road trip, Now I'll go on a road trip and I'll enjoy some time alone. And so just have an option in line to your desire so that when it doesn't happen, you don't feel like, aki nimekwama, No, don't be hard on yourself. So thank you, Shiro. That is so, so lovely. Thank you. Also, your eyelashes are bomb.
I don't know if I'll be able to give you 3 anxiety triggers. I'll try my best. I can tell you the main one for me, which is money, and which I think is a main one for a lot of people. I can tell you I get very anxious when I think of the future of myself and of my family and of my kids. If it makes me anxious thinking that maybe I'm not doing enough, maybe I've not saved enough, maybe I've not invested enough. Will I be able to take them to the best schools? Will I be able to take care of their health if they're unwell? So yeah, I get anxiety to the point where I don't sleep. If I'm having a broke month or something, I don't sleep. I'm constantly thinking of where I'll get money from. So to deal with that anxiety, what I've just learned to do, especially with money, is preempt the problems. If you feel like you're not doing enough, do enough. Research, save before you spend, invest in good, invest wisely, make smart investments, speak to a financial advisor if you're not sure what's going on, track your spending, budget.
I told you guys, I love Ivy because she says it as it is. The lack of money is such a huge trigger for anxiety. I don't. The people say money can't make you happy. It's true, it can't make you happy. But the lack of it will make you really sad. And I think that's an honest truth because, it's hard when you're traversing life and you have bills to pay, you have responsibilities to fulfill, you have even your personal needs, and man, I can only imagine how it feels because I've been there. I can only imagine how it feels for you because when I've been there, I'm telling you that one particularly can keep me up because you start to wonder, why are things not going the way they're going? You start even to doubt your giftings because you're wondering, how come there's no conversion in what I can do to what my pocket is saying? You start to feel like I'll forever be the person in the room who's so gifted, but so underappreciated. And you start to feel, your mind can go into places that are so scary, because you feel like the compensation is not sufficient to the effort. And that's true because I felt it. I've been there when I felt so sad because it's just not working. I think first, if you don't follow Just Ivy on Instagram, you're failing because every Monday, if I'm not wrong, every Monday she does business Mondays. Money Mondays. And she's been running she ran a series one time on investments, on planning out your money, and so on and so forth. And she gave such powerful nuggets. You know, sometimes you don't have to get those 10 ways to become rich plans. No, sometimes you just need to hear somebody like you telling you how and what to do with your money. And so follow Ivy and follow that, because I know she's very passionate about that conversation. Talk about money issues with your friends. Talk about investing. Talk about everything that you want to talk about money. Talk about it. Even the lack of it, talk about it. Because in the same way we plan for abundance, we must also plan for lack, because we must prepare our stores so that we are never in a moment when we are kumekauka kabisa, you know what I mean? And so we're gonna have I think it's long overdue, but I saw so many people saying that they want us to have a conversation about money and investing, and it's a big conversation, and I can't wait to have a guest for that one, because I'll have my notebook out also. Thank you so much, Ivy. As I promised you guys, this video it's not your conventional video. I apologize if the quality doesn't meet your standard, but I also want to say that I'm so blessed, because every time I have a conversation about a place I'm in, I feel like that burden is a bit lifted. And I hope that video does this for you, that this video does that for you, that you feel like, kumbe it's not only me. Yeah, because it's not only you, by the way, sister girl. So don't be so afraid or hard on yourself. The good book tells us, don't be anxious about anything. But in all things, through prayer and supplication, make your requests known to God. Through prayer and thanksgiving, right? Make your requests known to God. And sometimes I feel like the opposite of anxiety is gratitude. Because for every time I've felt like the world is coming to end, I close my eyes for like 30 seconds and I start to think about the things that have actually worked for me. And that balances me, if not forever, for that moment. And sometimes that's all we need. We need for that moment. Yeah. And so embrace giving thanks, embrace writing down when you're sad, but also embrace appreciating when you've done well. Because when those dark days come, those grateful moments will carry you. So don't be hard on yourself. It may not have worked the way you have wanted to, but it worked somehow. So appreciate those small wins, appreciate your minor milestones, quote unquote minor. But above all else, appreciate the fact that you've come a long way and that you have an equally long way to go. So thank you so much for this video. Special thanks to Just Ivy, to Njiru, and thank you all. May God bless you, and I pray that this video will be a conversation starter in your friend circles, everywhere that you have this conversation. I pray that this conversation about anxiety will seed into your personal lives and that you'll talk about it. I feel that we need to normalize talking about our difficulties, so that in a world where we glorify only good, we can support each other when we're going through bad. So I love you all. Thank you so much. Remember, if you want to talk about your anxiety moments, if you want to just share with somebody, I'm more than happy to hear from you. And my social media platforms are up and running, so please don't hold back, don't hesitate. Weta is here for you too. So thank you. Have a great September. Make it count. Don't be afraid, don't be anxious, and when you become anxious, remember to be grateful too. So I love you all. Misunderstood, subscribe, share. Love 5,000 plus subscribers. Can you imagine? So grateful. Thank you so much. Peace out.